Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome once again to another quick shot review. I'm your host Luke and you are the Cheap Shot Nation. Thank you for joining us on our new review channel, Quick Shot Reviews for Cheap Shot Entertainment. And we've got a doozy for you today, one that's a bit of a cult classic, game they cult-like following, and I'm not entirely sure why. It is some Slumber Party Massacre. It is a by-the-books horror movie. There was supposed to be some kind of satirical take on the horror movie genre, the sort of slash and stalk teen thing. Of course, it is an 80s film. It was brought out in 1982, got a 5.7 on IMDb from all the people who have viewed it. It's directed by Amy Jones and written by Rita Mae Brown, so we've got females at the helm of this one, two women at the forefront of this, and you know, I'm surprised. I'm surprised, and I will be surprised that those two women at the forefront of this film for many years. I know it was the 80s, but there's still lots of, you know, boobage, and yeah, it's a standard. It's what you'd expect from a Slumber Party Massacre. Apparently in the 80s they did this a lot. Slumber parties, not the massacre part, although that did happen quite a bit. You'd think they'd learn by now, you know, follow the rules, you don't get massacred. It's as simple as that, really. So we've got a long list of cast members here. Michelle Michaels plays Trish, Robin Stahl plays Valerie, Michael Vilhella plays Russ Thorne. He is the killer. I'm going to give you that one. Deborah DeLiso plays Kim. Andrea Honoro plays Jackie. Gina Smeaker Hunter plays Diane. Jennifer Myers plays Courtney. Joseph Allen Johnson plays Neil. Of course, there's got to be the boyfriends, the love interests, the ones that are spying on them through the window, because that's a standard thing to do. Yeah, they probably should have been arrested for that. David Milburn is the sidekick to Neil. And Brinks Stevens plays Linda. So, the story of the Slumber Party Massacre is a very suggestive one. It is a killer. He's broken out of prison and he immediately kills a telephone worker, and so she's come out. It is a she, yeah. So there's, you know, breaking down the barriers nice and early here. Doesn't last very long, but they're breaking down the barriers. She is fixing a telephone wire, and the boys, of course, Neil and Jeff, try to hit on her. She gets killed immediately. He steals her van, and that is Russ steals her van, and then proceeds to go after the rest of them. So, yes, Slumber Party Massacre. It involves a drill, a very long drill, in fact, with some suggestive imagery where the drill is clearly a metaphor for his finger. Yeah, it's a film. Well, at least this one's not called Driller Killer. I mean, at least it actually uses a drill, and he uses it all the way through. There's some things that I think you probably couldn't do with a drill that this guy does, but you know, all power to him. He manages to do it, and the special effects are really good. In hindsight, you know, like I say, the special effects are good. It's what you'd expect. I think it's trying to be satirical without being funny. It's just not funny. You know, you want it's satirical. There's slumber party, there's girls with their tops off, you know, they're giggling and dancing around, they're smoking marijuana, and then the neighbour comes round. The creepy neighbour, he should have been a suspect, man. But yeah, it's not a good film. That's why I have no problem spoiling it for you, really. It's not a good film. If you don't agree with me, obviously let me know down in the comments section. If you've seen Slumber Party Massacre or any of the sequels, yes, there are sequels, and sadly, you know what that means, don't you? Then I'm going to end up watching them. Apparently the second one, the sequel, Slumber Party Massacre 2, at least they keep the name and they keep it nice and simple for the moviegoers and just put a 2 next to it, has a guitar-shaped drill in it. So they'll easily carry on with the drill. I mean, we watched Driller Killer and they didn't use a drill to kill anybody for at least an hour. At least this one gets straight into it, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. So yeah, the kills are cool. The storyline, yes, it's satirical, it's just not funny, and that is, I think, its main problem. This Slumber Party Massacre movie. It's not that it's directed and written by 2 ladies. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. It's just that it's satirical and it's not funny. It's just not funny at all, by any means, you know. It doesn't deal with teenage angst. It's got the popular kids getting off one by one, and they're just so over the top with their sexuality. It's unbelievable. Even for an 80s movie, it's a bit over the top. Now, usually, you know, that's what you'd expect in an 80s horror movie. You know, you got the full frontal and, you know, the premarital sex, and I just love premarital sex. And so line from Jason X, by the way. But yeah, it's just not good. It's not a good movie. It's not. I cannot recommend this. If you like it, then that's fine. We all have our own opinions, and this is mine for quick shot reviews. I would suggest you don't watch this, even if you're curious. Now I've watched the first one, I've got to watch the rest of them, because that's a thing, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to give this a drilled out eyes out of a severed hand, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So, it's time for me to say thank you very much for watching. You're the Cheap Shot Nation. Don't forget to do all the YouTube-y type stuff and follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. And I will see you next time for more Quick Shot Reviews, right here on the Quick Shot Reviews channel for Cheap Shot Entertainment. Thank you very much. Goodbye.